Hey everyone, it's King Strummer here, and this might be my last video for the year. Definitely going to be my last video till Christmas, so I'm going to show you a few vinyl records because it is the holidays and I have to get gifts for my family, and then most recently I had to have some major repairs done on my car. That took a lot of money out of the vinyl budget. So this week I was only able to afford some really cheap records from my local store, Rasputin, but I got some decent stuff, so let me show you what they are. Starting off with King Crimson, and this one is 3 of a Perfect Pair. And I mean, there's some water damage like right here on the record cover, but the album itself, the vinyl, sounds really good. And all I gotta say about this record is Tony Levin kicks ass as a bassist. I know it's no big news to anyone here, and really not to me either. I always knew he was a kick-ass bass player, but I like the way he plays on this record. And this is an enjoyable album, so really glad I picked it up. It was $1 at Rasputin, and I've been lucky lately finding. I found this in red at Rasputin for $1, and so I've been lucky with the dollar finds for King Crimson. So real glad to have this album in the collection. And the next one is a Tony Williams record. This one was not a dollar find. This one cost like $5, but it is a damn good album. Tony Williams, The Joy of Flying. Love this album. Just love this album. I picked this up on Friday, today being Sunday. I only had a chance to listen to it once because this has been a crazy fucking weekend. But the time I did get to spend with this record, I loved every song on this album. And I want to show you the inserts because it came with the original inserts, and I think they look really cool. A lot of cool guest stars on here, like Jan Hammer and Stanley Clarke, Herbie Hancock. It's some great stuff on this album. Kind of a lot of different styles on here because he also plays with Ronnie Montrose, and it's a live cut. I forgot the name of the song though. Open Fire. And it's a rocked out version of a jazz song, but it sounds so fucking awesome. And it's really inspired me as a drummer. Number one, because Tony Williams is such a badass drummer. So it inspired me in that way, and I like jazz, but I don't have much jazz in my collection. And records like this really make me want to load up on them because this was such an inspiring record. And like I said, I only listened to it one time because things have been so busy in the last couple of days. But it's going to get a lot of spins. I love this album. And recently, Astro Traveler, Chris, he showed everything he owns in his collection by Tony Williams, and he showed a lot of cool records. And once the holidays are over and I order me some Blake sleeves, I'm going to head over to the record store and try to get more Tony Williams albums because I really like what I heard here. So real happy to have this. This is a killer album. The next one, which only cost me a couple bucks, I don't know why I keep saying the prices of these records. Who cares? Just show the damn album. Is the best of the Alan Parsons Project. I've only had one Alan Parsons Project album in my collection, and that is I, Robot. So it was kind of nice to have this. These are all the albums that are in this collection, songs from these albums that are in the collection. It's their greatest hits, more or less, compilation. Really cool album. And the first 3 songs I really dig. Like I Wouldn't Want to Be Like You, Eye in the Sky, Games People Play. Really love those. That's what starts off this album. I love listening to this. I, Robot being the only album I have in my collection from them. I love that album. That's a great album. And just having this compilation makes me want to just pick up more. I always see their albums in the dollar bin, so really cool to have this one. And this one from Pat Metheny. Forgot the name of this record. Jesus. But what I like about this record is some fine guitar playing. I never owned anything from Pat Metheny, and as much as I like hearing guitar players and as talented as he is, this is one of those records where I got to be kind of in the mood for it. So not exactly. I mean, it's a good album, some great guitar playing in it, a lot of acoustic playing. But I really have to be in the mood for this album. But really good to have this one here. Next one is from In Excess, Shibu Shiba. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. But badass. You know, In Excess, without a doubt, is one of my favorite 80s bands. And I have Listen Like Thieves, I have Kick, I have X, and now this one. This is just a great album. Every song is fun on this one. So, very strange cover. I don't know why they would go with that, but good record. And like I said, I only had a chance to listen to this once because I only bought it a couple days ago. But good stuff. Good stuff. This next one is from Jean-Luc Ponty, Enigmatic Ocean. I haven't listened to this one yet. I haven't had a chance to spin this one yet. I wasn't going to get it at first because I thought, you know, I have enough Jean-Luc Ponty records in my collection, and I was going to stop. But until I looked at the guest stars on here, he has Ellen Holsworth on guitar, Dale Sturmer on guitar, and he has Steve Smith playing drums. And those are a lot of my favorite musicians, so I decided to give this one a chance. I found it in the Dollar Find section, and I can't wait to get to this. I can't wait to get this one. I haven't heard it yet, but I got a good feeling about that one. And a guilty pleasure record. I only bought this record for one song, but it's a good song, and it's a Dollar Find. Brenda Russell, Get Here. She has a great voice, really nice voice. But the song I bought this for was a song called Piano in the Dark. I really love that song. I remember when it came out in 1988, I was a big fan of that song. And I had a MP3 of it downloaded on my computer that I always listen to. It's just nice to have a vinyl copy of that one song. The rest of the songs don't really do anything for me. It's all 80s R&B pop. There's a song called Gravity, I thought was alright. Just a Believer is not bad, but I really bought it for Piano in the Dark because she sounds so awesome on that album. Well, that's going to do it for the week's vinyl finds. As you say, there wasn't much there, but it was nice to get at least something before Christmas. I don't know if this will be my last video of the year. I doubt it, but I just wanted to show some of the records that came out this year. Brand new releases for 2011 that I bought in my collection that I thought were really fantastic. So I want to start with Eric Johnson's Up Close. I showed this in past videos where I went to see him in concert in July, got to meet him, and he signed this for me. And in fact, there's his signature right there, and he signed the inside. Fantastic album. Fantastic album. In fact, on my channel I have a video of the song Gem from this record. Always loved Eric Johnson, loved his tone, loved his passion for music, loved his playing, his writing, and his overall vibe. He seems like a cool guy, and I met him, and he is a cool guy. Very sweet guy too. And you know, besides the song Gem, Fat Daddy's a badass song on here. Brilliant Room is fantastic. Texas, which is kind of a blues song. I think it was sung by Steve Miller. Another song, Austin, which is really great. Vortexin, you know, some great songs on this album. It's a 2-record set, 180 gram vinyl. Really loved it. And the new one from Steven Wilson, Grace for Drowning. Just, yeah, just a badass record. I'm more of a Porcupine Tree fan, but this is an amazing album. The atmospheres he creates with sound and soundscape in his mix. It was always impressive when you heard that with Porcupine Tree, and even twice as impressive on this album. And I mean, see if I can fit the whole gatefold in here. It's hard to get this in one frame, but I'll give you a close-up what you actually should be seeing. This is also a 2-record set, 180 gram vinyl. I heard this and thought, wow, this is way better than his first solo album. Not that his first solo album was bad, I like that one too. Insurgents, I believe it was called. But this one, way better. And I can't wait to order more Blake sleeves so I can Blake this album. Because I ordered 100 of them already out. So, fantastic album that came out, I believe in September. Good stuff. Another one that came out this year that I liked was Dream Theater, A Dramatic Turn of Events. It was just the return of Dream Theater. New drummer, Mike Portnoy was no longer in the band. There were some question marks. Would they still be the same Dream Theater without their founding member, without their awesome drummer? And yes, they were just fine without him. The one thing I complain about this album is the mix. I'm not a big fan of the mix of this record. The mix could have been better. The music on here is fucking badass. It sounds really inspired. They sound like a new band almost on this one. I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see them live. I missed that show in San Francisco. I really wanted to go, but it just came at a time when I couldn't go. But I'm glad I got the 2-record set. This is fantastic. And a record I'm really glad I bought. I bought it after seeing it being praised on a few people's videos here on the VC, and it was one of my favorite albums of this year. Was PJ Harvey's Let England Shake. Killer record. I love this album. I've been listening ever since I bought it. You know, I wouldn't say I listen to it every day or anything, but the mood strikes me quite a bit to listen to this album. And when it strikes me, it delivers. When the mood strikes me, boy, does this album deliver. I love this record. I love this record to death. I even downloaded interviews with her and concert performances by PJ Harvey. Not only did I get that album, I bought a couple of her UCDs. Her and Tales from the City, Tales from the Sea. I even bought a few of her CDs. Both these CDs are fantastic. And I even went as far as buying her live video, which is Please Leave Quietly, PJ Harvey live on tour. And this one is fantastic. A lot of songs from these 2 CDs are on here. So I load up on a lot of PJ Harvey this year. She was like the big artist I discovered this year, and really loved her music, really loved this album, and can't wait to get my hands on some more vinyl from PJ Harvey. I don't see much of her records around my area. I just see a lot of copies of this Let England Shake, which is just a damn awesome record. I wish I could see more of her around. It looks like if I wanted to load up on more vinyl from PJ Harvey, I would have to go online, but this is a brilliant album. Just absolutely love this album. And of course, my favorite purchase that was brand new, that was released in 2011, is still Anesthetic Eyes from Porcupine Tree. And I made a long video about this when I first got it, because I was so excited to get it. I still listen to it. This 4-record set is just fantastic. I love the music, of course, and I love the picture book. As we can see here, just great shit. They are forever going to be my favorite band. I won't go too long on this album because I made such a freaking long video on this before. But what came out this year, this was my favorite. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. I want to wish everyone out there in VC land a very Merry Christmas, and I hope we all got the vinyl we wanted this year, and 2012 in the VC is going to be a fantastic year. I could just feel it in my bones. And I want to express how happy I am to have found the VC. I'm going to express how happy I am to have made such great friends here on the VC. I don't want to name names because I know I'll leave someone out and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but everyone I've met on the VC, I absolutely love. Everyone seems so kind here, so excited about music, and it's just a wonderful place to be because I could see everyone giving each other gifts, sending each other records, artwork, old magazines on the other members' favorite band, and stuff like that. It's really touching to see. I was lucky enough to receive a lot of gifts from some of you out there, and I returned the favor and mailed out some records and stuff to other members too as well. So just a great vibe here in the VC, and I know 2012 is going to be even better year than 2011 here on the VC. So really looking forward to what's to come. Really excited about it as well. So that's going to do it for me on this video. I hope everybody has a happy holiday season, and I'm sure I'll see you one more time before this year is over. So see you at the next video, folks.